In this video, we'll see a modern house being built in the middle of a forest. They love trees, so they're doing it with minimal intervention, creating just the necessary space for the structure. The slope of the ground is cleared, the lines are defined, and the initial preparation phase begins to become clear in a fast-paced time-lapse. Large stones on the ground are removed, and the surface is leveled. The perimeter of the opened, flat area is framed with wooden beams to define the foundation formwork. In the final stage, reinforcing bars are placed at the designated points within the wooden formwork. Concrete forming tubes, prepared for the column abutments, are cut to size and placed at the load-bearing points in the ground. Then, concrete pouring begins along the surrounding strip foundation lines and at the column abutments. After the concrete foundation line has completed its curing, the ICF blocks for the walls are started to be placed. The blocks are aligned along the foundation line, and the gaps for the reinforcing steel are prepared. This reveals the first layer of the basement walls. Once the ICF walls reach the desired height, the internal voids are filled with concrete. Temporary wooden wedges on the exterior of the walls are used to counteract the pressure of the concrete. The main load-bearing wooden beams are being put in place. The beams are aligned so that they meet the center of each column, and the bottom connection points are secured. After the main beams are installed, the floor supports are evenly spaced across the entire surface. Each joist is fixed to the exterior walls and main beams, completing the floor frame. Then, OSB panels are placed and screwed in place to create a single-piece floor surface. This fully reveals the ground platform of the first floor. The wall panels for the first floor are being prepared on the ground. The wooden frame is assembled according to the measurements and fixed onto the outer cladding board. Once the panel is complete, it is raised to an upright position using lifting devices. Thus, the first wall line begins to rise. In these types of forest-based projects, the construction of a modern home proceeds with consideration for natural ground and environmental conditions. Structural elements are generally prepared on-site, and lightweight timber systems are preferred. Once the wall frame is completed, the exterior cladding panels are attached to the body. After the roof line is determined, the roof frame is created by fixing the beams to the tops of the walls. Then, the cladding panels are placed and fixed in a row. After the entire surface is covered, the joints are sealed with waterproofing tape. With this process, the roof section of the structure receives its first layer of protection. In modern homes built in forests, the most preferred method is lightweight timber frame systems. This system allows for both quick assembly and easy transportation of materials to the site. The mold for the exterior stair steps to access the entrance area has been prepared. Then, concrete is being poured along the formwork line. The framework for the small porch that will protect the entrance area is being erected. The necessary openings for window installation are cut. Then, the large window units are carefully lifted from the outside and positioned. After ensuring they are perfectly aligned with the frame, the installation is completed with fixing screws. Shingle tiles are laid and secured on top of the roofing sheets. Once the entire surface is covered, the roof begins to provide complete protection against both water and external weather conditions. Fiber cement panels are fixed to the wall surface to cover the exterior facade. After the panels are installed, metal mesh is placed on the surface in preparation for plaster application. This creates a solid substrate to which the plaster will adhere. After the exterior plaster has finished curing, decorative stone cladding is applied. The wooden cladding panels used for the exterior are fixed to the wall surface starting from the bottom row. After the cladding panels are installed, exterior paint is applied. Windows are covered with protective film to ensure a clean finish. Insulation filler materials are installed in the interior walls and ceilings, and the entire surface is sealed without any gaps. Then, the drywall panels are brought to the assembly line and secured with screws. After the drywall installation is complete, a joint filler mixture is prepared and applied to the joints of the panels. The team begins shaping the garden. The soil level is being leveled, walkways are being cleaned, and edges are being defined with natural stones. Then, a wooden fence is constructed to mark the property boundary. Surface imperfections are completely removed using special sanding machines. Then the priming and painting process begins. The room's doors are fitted into place, the gaps adjusted with millimeter precision to create a flawless frame. Then, the countertop, the most striking piece of the kitchen, is brought in. Bathroom walls are now being tiled, revealing the most stylish aspect of a modern bathroom. The house is now entering the finishing touches. The craftsmen are meticulously exposing the ends of the previously installed cables and placing them into the electrical outlets. When the final touches are complete, a modern, simple living space emerges that breathes within the forest. As the camera takes you through the rooms, you can see more clearly how the house took shape step by step, from foundation to roof. The exterior, interior design, and materials used are truly a clean and well-executed job. You can visit the YouTube channel of the team that completed this project from start to finish for more detailed videos. The channel links are available in the description and comments.